Since the dawn of consciousness, since we first looked up and wondered about our place in the cosmos, we've looked up at the night sky, at the tapestry of stars, and wondered, are we alone? Is there anyone else out there sharing this vast universe with us? This question has echoed through human history, resonating in our stories, shaping our myths, philosophies, and fueling our relentless drive to explore the unknown. It's a question that defines us. The vast darkness above, a seemingly infinite expanse scattered with countless stars, each a sun in its own right, teases us with the tantalizing possibility that somewhere, perhaps orbiting one of those distant suns, another form of life might be stirring, evolving, and asking the very same question. The search for extraterrestrial life is more than just a scientific endeavor. It's a profound quest to understand our place in the grand cosmic scheme, to define what it means to be alive and conscious in this universe. As our technology advanced, as we built bigger and more powerful telescopes, we turned our gaze to our celestial neighbors and realized our neighboring planets, Mars, once thought to harbor life, Venus, were in reality quite inhospitable to life as we know it. So our search expanded beyond the familiar confines of our solar system, venturing into the vast expanse of the Milky Way to distant planets orbiting faraway stars. With powerful telescopes, both on Earth and in space, we discovered thousands of exoplanets, worlds of incredible diversity, of fire and ice, of scorching heat and frigid cold, giants and dwarfs, each with its own unique characteristics. Among them, we began to seek those that might resemble Earth, not too hot, so water can exist in liquid form, not too cold, so water doesn't freeze solid, where liquid water, the elixir of life as we know it, could potentially exist. And now, on one such distant world, after years of searching and analyzing data, we've found something truly extraordinary, a whisper of possibility, a hint of something more. The search for life beyond Earth has entered a new and exciting era, and it all begins with a planet called K2-18b. K2-18b is an exoplanet that has captured the imagination of scientists and space enthusiasts alike. This fascinating world orbits a star located approximately 120 light-years away from us, residing within the constellation Leo. It's a substantial world, possessing about 8.5 times more mass than our own Earth. This considerable mass makes it significantly larger and denser than our home planet. And in terms of physical size, it's nearly 3 times as wide as Earth, categorizing it into a unique class of planets known as Hycean worlds. These planets are characterized by the potential for vast oceans and hydrogen-rich atmospheres. What truly distinguishes K2-18b and makes it such an exciting subject of study is its location. It resides comfortably within the habitable zone of its parent star, a cool red dwarf appropriately named K2-18. This strategic positioning within the habitable zone suggests that conditions on K2-18b could potentially allow liquid water to exist on its surface, a crucial ingredient and, as far as we know, a prerequisite for the development of life as we understand it. Compelling evidence gathered through various observations strongly suggests that K2-18b may indeed be a water world, dominated by vast expanses of liquid. This hypothetical water world is believed to be covered by a single, enormous global ocean, stretching across the entire planet beneath a dense and substantial atmosphere that is rich in hydrogen. Try to imagine a planet unlike anything we find in our solar system, a world with no continents or land masses breaking the surface, just an endless, unbroken expanse of ocean and a sky perpetually filled with swirling clouds. The initial discovery of water vapor present within its atmosphere served as our first tantalizing clue, hinting at the possibility of a water-rich environment. This distant world presents a stark contrast and is fundamentally different in its composition and characteristics compared to our own Earth. Yet, despite its alien nature, it possesses and potentially holds in abundance the one essential substance that underpins and unites all known forms of life here on Earth: water. While Hycean worlds like K2-18b are theorized to be relatively common throughout the galaxy, this particular exoplanet offers us our first real, tangible glimpse into the potential conditions and characteristics of such a unique planetary environment. As such, it serves as a natural and invaluable laboratory, providing scientists with a unique opportunity to study and analyze the specific conditions that might be conducive to the emergence and sustenance of life beyond our own planet. The existence and characteristics of K2-18b significantly challenges and broadens our preconceived assumptions and understanding of what constitutes a habitable environment. Consequently, K2-18b has rapidly ascended to become a primary and central focus in our ongoing and ambitious search for evidence of life beyond the confines of Earth. Studying a world as distant as K2-18b requires extraordinary technology. Enter the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful space observatory ever built. Its giant golden mirror collects ancient starlight, allowing us to analyze planets light years away. Using transmission spectroscopy, Webb observes K2-18b as it passes in front of its star. Starlight filters through the planet's atmosphere, and specific molecules absorb certain wavelengths. By analyzing which colors are missing, scientists can identify the gases present. It's a delicate process, but Webb's sensitivity makes it possible. For K2-18b, Webb's instruments broke down the starlight, revealing the planet's atmospheric secrets. Scientists searched for more than just water. They looked for complex molecules that could hint at life, and what they found was astonishing. As scientists analyzed Webb's data, K2-18b's atmospheric fingerprint emerged. They found a hydrogen-rich atmosphere with abundant methane and carbon dioxide. Carbon is the backbone of life on Earth, and its presence here is promising. But there was a twist, a surprising lack of ammonia, which models predict should be plentiful. This suggests something is actively removing ammonia, perhaps a sign of dynamic processes between ocean and atmosphere. On Earth, methane and carbon dioxide are deeply linked to biology, though they can also arise from geology. But finding them together in a water world's atmosphere is highly suggestive. The data painted a picture of a complex dynamic environment, not simple chemical equilibrium. Something was happening on K2-18b. And then, among the expected signals, Webb detected a faint trace of a molecule almost exclusively linked to life on Earth. A molecule that sent a shockwave through the scientific community. The search for life had just taken a dramatic turn. The molecule was dimethyl sulfide. Dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, is a fascinating molecule. It's produced almost exclusively by life on Earth, specifically by ocean-dwelling phytoplankton, those tiny but mighty organisms that form the base of the marine food web. Its presence is difficult to explain without biology. It's not something you'd expect to find in abundance unless living organisms are actively creating it. The tentative detection of DMS on K2-18b is therefore a potential biosignature, a tantalizing chemical fingerprint that could point towards the existence of life beyond our planet. This makes it an incredibly exciting area of research. On Earth, DMS escapes the ocean, rising from the water's surface. It then enters the atmosphere, becoming part of the complex mixture of gases that surround our planet. And it even plays a role in helping form clouds, influencing weather patterns and climate. If DMS is truly present on K2-18b, it strongly suggests the presence of a living ocean, a vast body of water teeming with the potential for life. Perhaps teeming with microscopic life, similar to the plankton that fills our own oceans. Imagine a distant world bathed in the light of its star, its ocean alive with alien plankton, perhaps glowing with an otherworldly bioluminescence, and these organisms are exhaling a gas, DMS, a signal we can detect from an astounding 120 light-years away. But caution is essential. The signal is faint, and more observations are needed to rigorously confirm that the detection is real and that DMS is indeed present. Scientists are careful, emphasizing the need for independent verification and further study. Still, even as a possibility, the implications are momentous, potentially revolutionizing our understanding of life in the universe. The world's most powerful telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, is now focused on this one special planet, K2-18b. The search for definitive confirmation is actively underway. If proven, it would represent the most significant and compelling evidence for life beyond Earth ever found, a paradigm shift in our cosmic perspective. The universe may be whispering its answer, and we are listening with bated breath, ready to hear what it has to say. What might life look like on K2-18b? If DMS is real, life there is likely aquatic, perhaps microscopic organisms like our phytoplankton floating in a vast alien sea. The planet's stronger gravity and dimmer, redder sunlight would shape life in ways we can only imagine. Perhaps robust, dense organisms tuned to capture faint red light. No land, only ocean. Life confined to water, from sunlit surface to dark abyss. Maybe bioluminescent creatures flash in the deep, communicating in bursts of color. Life here would be profoundly alien, shaped by billions of years of unique evolution. The true wonder is simply that such a world and the life it may hold could exist at all. The potential discovery of a biosignature on K2-18b could change everything. For the first time, we'd know Earth is not unique, life exists elsewhere. This realization would ripple through science, culture and philosophy. K2-18b would become the most studied world beyond our solar system, inspiring new telescopes and generations of explorers. It could unite humanity, reminding us that we are all Earthlings, part of a larger living universe. Our divisions might seem smaller in the face of such a discovery. The search for life could become a powerful force for unity and wonder. It would mark the beginning of a new chapter in human history. The journey to K2-18b is ultimately a search for ourselves. Discovering life there would reframe our place in the cosmos, suggesting that biology is a natural outcome of the universe. Even if K2-18b proves lifeless, the search teaches us about the conditions that make life possible. It deepens our appreciation for the miracle of Earth, so we keep looking, pointing our telescopes into the darkness, filled with hope and curiosity. The story of K2-18b is just beginning. Whether it harbors life or not, it has already changed us, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and imagination. In this vast, mysterious universe, the greatest journey is the one that leads to understanding ourselves.